What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel again. If you are new here, do not forget to subscribe. If you are returning, welcome back. Today, as you can see, this video is going to be all about the front end on this car. I'm going to go ahead and jump into it and explain everything and all the details that I have done to it. Alright guys, so I do get a lot of compliments on this front end, so I thought I would take a video and kind of go over all the stuff that I have done to it. Dead honest, I really think that the front end is probably the most well done section of my car out of all the modifications I've done. I've done a pretty good amount of modifications, but majority of it is really condensed into this front end. So I'm gonna break down each piece, and of course, as always guys, as you know, I keep everything linked down in the description. So if you see anything you like, if you want to quickly grab it for your car, feel free to go ahead and do so. It'll all be down there. So the first thing, and kind of the first thing that I did to the car when I got it, was upgraded these kidney grills. Now BMW always comes with those really single striped kidney grills, and I've never been a fan. So for me, I went and got the M Sport in gloss black. I absolutely love these grills. They've been completely awesome for me. I haven't had any issues with them peeling, fading, any oxidation. Now, granted, I do park in a garage, so that does help with that a lot. Of course, as a disclaimer, that is going to help with a lot of these products, longevity and life, that they're able to stay on your car without having any issues. Up next, and is kind of something I would say, make sure that when you do it, you do them together. Trust me, you will save a lot of pain. And we're going to try to ignore this truck backing up right here. All right, so like I was saying, when you change out your grills, when you do change out your grills, if you plan to wrap the V-brace behind your grills, which is my second add-on that I did to the front end, do them at the same time. You will save yourself so much energy. Some people say that you need to take the whole bumper off whenever you wrap the V-brace bars. I don't think it's necessary. You simply just need to take the grills out, but they are an absolute bear. So if you're gonna replace the grills, do the V-brace bars at the same time. Trust me, you'll save a lot of hassle. So that leads me to my next point. So for the V-brace bars, I clean those and wrap those in a matte maroon. Now, I did actually do a full tutorial video on how to wrap the V-brace bars. I'll link that somewhere here on the top if you'd like to jump over to that video afterwards and take a look at it. Now, that is one of the really cool things that I thought was more of an accent touch. So it is, of course, behind the grills. Not a lot of people are gonna notice, but it's a really cool thing if you do notice it. Up next, moving to the left and right of the grill, we have the headlight section. So there is a couple modifications that I did there. So for the headlights, the first thing that I did, and I tell you, I am so glad that I did this when I first bought the car, is I put Laminex film, protective film, on the actual lenses. Now this has literally saved me so much headache from those little tiny fractures in the plastic, all the bugs, the grime, any type of hazing or anything. Like, I know a lot of people have issues with their headlights hazing, and this is absolutely, as soon as you get the car, make sure the headlights are spotless, get them restored if need be, and then put Laminex on top of them, because it really does just save a lot, especially with the looks. I mean, these things stay absolutely clear all the time. They hardly require any cleaning. Honestly, it just keeps that front end looking clean and crisp. Staying with the headlights, up next you have the carbon fiber eyebrows. Now, I actually put doing these off because I thought they were gonna be an absolute pain. Now, one thing to point is that I did do these after the Laminex, because the Laminex, of course, goes up on top of the headlight as well, which is that protective film. Now, the carbon fiber eyebrows are sitting on top of that. Now, if you did it in reverse order, of course, you would have to cut the Laminex along the edges of the carbon fiber, but anyways, so the carbon fiber eyebrows are extremely cheap, and it's a good way to add not only some definition to the top of your headlight, but it's also a way that you can add some carbon fiber touches to your front end. So those are extremely cheap, and they're basically backed with a 3M tape on the back side. Now what I did was I started at the far corner of the headlight near the turn signal. You want to keep these tucked so they look like they were built into the headlight. And basically you just pull the 3M tape off really slowly. It does help to heat it up as well with a heat gun, but working that really slowly and basically just pressing that down, and then afterwards you just hold it down really firm to make sure it's got a good connection. But that's pretty much the carbon fiber eyebrows. They're a great touch for the front end, and I think they give a really crisp line to the top of the headlights, especially with the headlights on. So up next in the headlight, of course, I did upgrade as well the corner lights. So there's little turn signals in the corner. Now, a lot of people know that on the stock, what it comes with is these little yellow bulbs. Now, if you have the car and you have not changed these out, please, I really apologize, because if you didn't notice before, you're definitely gonna notice it now. But they put off the most annoying orange glare in the corner of the headlight. Absolutely drove me crazy. It's another reason why I always make sure I change out the front reflectors, which will be the next one that I go over. So with the corner turn signals, I replaced those with an LED bulb that I'll link below. Now they did fit for my car, and I've had pretty good luck with them. They do blink every now and then, but I used a Beamer Code app as well with the V-Gate Pro to make sure that I coded those in so that the system was able to actually accept them as LEDs, and they work great. They're really, really bright, and most of all, it got rid of probably 90% of that orange glare that was popping up in the corner, which was the whole reason why I did it. And overall, they're not very expensive either. The next point, another thing when it comes to orange glare, I absolutely hate the reflectors on these bumpers. It's a safety feature if you want to look at it like that, but for me, I just thought it really took away from the actual look of the front end. So what I did was I got paint matched reflectors for those. You can either buy unpainted reflectors and have them paint match to your car, or in some cases you can actually find painted ones that match your car. Now this will probably be the only item that I don't link below because they're extremely hard to find. Now that did absolutely clean up the side of the car, the mix of getting rid of the orange blinkers, getting rid of the orange, of course, reflectors. On to the next thing when it comes to the bumper itself. Now this is probably the thing that I actually get asked about the most. I would probably say once or twice a week I get a DM on Instagram asking me specifically where I got my front bumper from, because it is the M Sport bumper, and my car did not come with this bumper to start with. I did actually get the bumper off of another YouTuber. It was basically a one-time thing, because it was just a bumper. He swapped it out for a new one, and of course it comes with a couple scuffs, but honestly, even with the little scuffs and everything, it really doesn't bother me too much. So I didn't mind taking it. It was a great way to get an upgrade on the front of my car. But honestly, if you guys are looking for a reliable fitment, I would check out Keys Motorsports. They've got very good quality, and honestly, I would trust the fitment on their website over any place like eBay or anything like that when it comes to actual bumpers. That's where I would go if I was to get one from scratch. So next, with the bumper, you also have the front lip. Now, I thought the front lip was gonna be a little bit extra. I thought it was gonna be a little bit too much for the front end, but I really like it. Mine is the black plastic ABS version, so it's kind of like a satin black look. Now, I really kind of like the satin black look, because if you guys have seen any of my other photos, you'll see I do actually have my roof done in satin black as well. I think it's a great accent color for the car. Now, another option that you might have as well is doing a carbon fiber lip on the front. Now, I have seen those, and a lot of my friends have them. For me, honestly, I hate to admit it, but I am way too careless to have a fragile carbon fiber front lip. I have scraped this plastic one on a driveway or two way too many times, and I just know that if I had a carbon fiber one, I would crack it probably almost immediately. So I don't even consider it an option. I like the plastic one. I think it looks clean, and honestly, it's really inexpensive too. So if you do mess it up, you can always just go buy another one, which is awesome. So another thing that I was able to do to the front end, which I guess I could kind of consider this a bonus item, if I would say, because it's not necessarily on the front end, but I thought it was a really cool accent, especially with the car being a German car, is I have the German flag stripes on the side. Now, a lot of people have given me some compliments on these, and I don't ever see these on other cars, but I thought it was a cool accent to add some color to the front end. I do want to, of course, stand out, as does every other person that's into cars. You want to make sure that your car is unique, of course. You want it to be an extension of you. It was super, of course, inexpensive as well. It's just a simple decal. But that is pretty much everything that I have on my front end. For me, it's the full picture. I've done everything to the front end that I would ever want to do, except for one thing. There is one thing that I wish I would have done as soon as I bought the car that I didn't, and it will be my massive warning that if you have the opportunity, please, 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 please go put PPF or a ceramic coat on your front bumper. If you buy an F30 or really any other car in general and your front end is in immaculate shape, please, 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 you will never regret going to get a good ceramic coat or PPF on the front. I have gotten so much road rash on my car from just driving around the Charlotte area on the interstates and everything that I absolutely wish I could just go back and put PPF on it, because if your bumper is messed up and it's got chips and bumps and it's got scratches, they're not going to really be able to put PPF on it after that, the paint protective film. So putting it on as soon as you get the car is a huge thing, and honestly, I think it's a great thing for resale, and it really does beef up that clearness and the cleanliness of your front end. Now, one thing that I haven't done that I'm gonna do is actually upgrade to the 6000K xenon bulbs for the front headlights. A couple of my friends have done those already, and they are much, much brighter. So I'll definitely be doing a tutorial video and install video for those as well. So make sure you guys keep a lookout on that. But as far as going over the front end, that pretty much does sum up everything that I've got here. Now, if you guys are new, do not forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you found this content useful or simply just enjoyed it, please throw me a like and a comment down below to help support the channel. And as always, make sure you check me out on Instagram for daily posts. I also preview all my installations on there, so don't forget to check that out. But as always, guys, I appreciate you guys watching the video. You'll find links to everything that I've gone over down in the description if you're looking to grab these, and I'll see you guys in the next one.